Let me tell you why I think you should add strength training to complement your jiu-jitsu. There tends to be this myth, this perception that somehow using strength or having strength or developing strength is somehow cheating when it comes to jiu-jitsu, somehow goes against the ethos of jiu-jitsu. But I think that's a load of rubbish. If you strength train and you become strong, and you strength train effectively and you become strong, it's going to allow you to, one, execute technique more effectively. Two, it will improve your cardio. And I say cardio because when you're stronger, you use less effort to execute the same movements. So you're performing the same movements, but it's much easier for you to do that. You're going to feel fitter, you're going to have a lot more energy. So indirectly, it's going to improve your cardio as well. Three, it's going to help protect you from injury. The stronger you are, the more developed your muscles and tendons are, and the strength in your joints, then it's going to help protect you against the bumps and the scrapes are inevitable if you spend a lot of time on the mat. And four, it's going to help keep you on the mat for longer. Again, that wear and tear is much, much easier to handle when you're strong. But here's the problem. That only works if you train effectively and your strength training is specific enough to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. There's four major problems I see when it comes to strength training for Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. One is that the workouts are just far too intense. You lift too much, you lift too often, you lift too hard, you feel burnt out, and you haven't got enough energy to then have a good jiu-jitsu session later the same day or the following day. Jiu-jitsu is always the primary goal. Your strength training should complement, not hinder it. The second problem is that the rep ranges are far too high. If you want to develop proper strength, there's a certain rep range that you want to hit, then beyond that, you're wasting your time. Three, the exercises that I often see don't include enough of the specific movements and target enough of the specific demands that are very unique to jiu-jitsu itself. And four, often the routines or the workouts don't provide enough progression. It's one workout or it's a 12-week block, and then after that, what do you do? What do you do once you've hit that period or you've completed all the exercises? You're kind of stuck. So let me tell you now how the BJJ Strength Foundation Strength course tackles those problems. Number one, the routine focuses on, or I should say the program, focuses on quality and not quantity. So you only do the bare minimum that you need to do to develop good, specific functional strength for Jiu-Jitsu. Two, the rep ranges are based on what countless studies, countless strength and conditioning studies tell us that you need to be doing to develop proper strength. Once you go beyond that, you're wasting your time. And three, it covers 9 key movement areas / body parts that you really need to hit. You need to hit all of these if you want to have solid functional strength for Jiu-Jitsu throughout your entire body. And four, each of those 9 areas has pre-built progressions in there. So you're not going to do a workout for 4 weeks and then be stuck. Most people, this program will take, I think, between 6 and 12 months, maybe even longer. And it's really going to develop right from day 1 through to day 365, progressively giving you more and more difficult exercises to make sure you don't get bored and you don't plateau. So again, right, 4 really important things. It focuses on quality and not quantity. So you're left with enough energy and you're feeling far fresher when you go to train Jiu-Jitsu the same day or the next day. 2, the rep ranges are based on countless strength and conditioning studies that tell us what we need to do to develop proper strength. 3, it's going to cover 9 key movement areas / body parts that you have to be hitting to develop overall strength for Jiu-Jitsu. And 4, each of those 9 areas has pre-built progression to make sure that you don't plateau and quite honestly, that you don't get bored. So this is a culmination of all of the strength and conditioning work that I've done for over a decade, whether it's in Jiu-Jitsu or in previous sports. All of the studying that I've done, working as a strength and conditioning coach and helping my own clients develop very specific foundational strength for Jiu-Jitsu. And it's the stuff that I've used on the mat, or not on the mat, but I've used to actually train on the mat effectively to compete at some of the world's biggest competition, right up to black belt level. And guys, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for people to actually get this in their hands, because I think it's going to save you so much time of, pissing around and trying to research stuff yourself, getting, listening to bad advice, right? I've tried a lot of stuff, and a lot of stuff doesn't work, and this is the stuff that's actually going to work to develop really good functional foundation strength for jiu-jitsu. So look, I really hope that you get on board, and good luck. Thank you.